what we need to understand when it comes to the overhook is when it's useful and when it's not, and how we can use it in all different scenarios. It's not just as simple as grabbing the arm and holding onto my partner. There's a few other things at play. The first thing we talk about is when I have an overhook, distance management with the rest of my body is non-negotiable. An overhook, if my legs are not involved in the fight, if I'm not actually keeping my partner away, is not a very smart way to use an overhook. It's too much attachment to my partner. So if we look about it like my partner's on her knees, if I have an overhook on my partner and my legs are not doing their job, she can simply move the rest of her body around the outside and start to pass my guard. The overhook is not serving any purpose whatsoever other than actually attaching her to me. So it's vital when I'm using my overhook, my legs need to be engaged in a position that stops her from actually getting her body on top of mine. That can be as simple as a foot on my partner's hip. That can be more complicated in the sense of we play a closed guard, I'm locked around my partner. We can think about it with a knee shield position. Anything that actually keeps my partner's body away from me, that's when we know we can use our overhook. If for whatever reason I lose the ability of my legs to manage distance, so let's say I have an overhook and I'm just playing with my foot on my partner's hip. If my partner manages to get rid of this foot, then I don't want to have an overhook anymore. I actually need to bail out on this and start to go from a pulling mechanism to a pushing mechanism. So my arms will actually swim towards the inside. I'll manage this inside space. I'll get rid of any of the things that are controlling my legs. I'll replace my feet and my legs into a better distance management position. And now I can re-engage my overhook because I have a pulling and pushing mechanism at play at any given time. So it's really important that we understand when we get an overhook, we don't ride and die by the overhook, okay? We have to understand when we want it and when we don't want it. If I have an overhook and I'm pulling, and she gets rid of my foot, and I'm pulling, well, I'm just gonna pull her past my guard. So the job of the overhook is to attach the upper body, but it's only useful if I have my feet engaged. So I'll be pulling, she disengages my foot, okay? And now I can re-engage to my overhook position.